All right, let's talk about something we all have, but almost none of us actually own: our digital identity. For, pretty much forever, we've just handed it over. But that is all about to change, thanks to some new tech that's designed to put us back in the driver's seat. So let's break down how this whole revolution really works.
So, let me ask you a really simple question, but one with a surprisingly complicated answer. Who actually owns your digital self? I mean, is it really you? Or is it the, dozens of different companies and services holding on to little pieces of your data? Right now, your identity is basically scattered across countless servers, and you are definitely not the one holding the keys to the kingdom.
And this brings us right to the heart of the problem, what you could call our digital identity crisis. The way the internet is set up, it's kind of forced us all into this weird paradox, a total no-win situation, where we're stuck choosing between two options, and frankly, they both stink.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the surveillance state model. This is where every single click, every search is tied directly to your real name. It creates this permanent, traceable record of your whole life. Yikes! But then, on the other side, you've got this lawless anonymity. It's like the Wild West. Zero trust, which means secure banking or even just proving you're old enough to buy something? Forget about it. It's impossible. And let's be real, neither of these works for a society that wants to be both free and secure.
So how on earth did we get here? Well, the problem isn't just some little bug that can be patched. Nope. It's actually baked right into the very foundation of the web, and it all revolves around one specific piece of old-school tech.
And that technology is called the UUID, which stands for Universally Unique Identifier. I know, it sounds super official, right? But don't let the name fool you. It's really just a simple number. Think of it like a digital barcode that developers slap on your data to keep things organized in their big corporate databases. And here's the absolute kicker. It was never, ever designed with your privacy in mind.
And honestly, that is the most crucial point to understand. The whole purpose of this old system, from the very beginning, was tracking. Its one and only goal was to make it easy for companies to label and follow your data around. Your protection, your digital freedom? Yeah, that wasn't even on the drawing board.
But what if there was a third way? A path that lets us avoid both the all-seeing eye of total surveillance and the total chaos of zero trust? Well, that's exactly the idea behind a new philosophy for digital freedom called the Golden Way. And this is where we meet the UIID, or Universal Integrated Identity. Now, this isn't just a simple upgrade from the old system. Oh no, it is a complete reimagining from the ground up. It's not some passive label like that old UUID. This is an active identity engine that you, the user, personally own and control. It's the key to achieving what's called digital sovereignty.
I mean, the difference here is just night and day. Let's break it down. With the old UUID, the developer owns your ID. Its only purpose is tracking you, and there's basically zero security. But the UID, which is a huge part of what people are starting to call Web4, flips that script completely. You own it. Its purpose is your freedom, and it's locked down with powerful cryptography. It is a whole new ballgame.
And this brings us right back to that really elegant idea, the Golden Way. It's about being able to prove the things you need to prove, that you're over 18 or that you're a citizen of a certain country, so you can be totally compliant with the law. But here's the magic part. You do it without ever handing over your actual name, your date of birth, or your private documents.
Okay, so how does this magic actually work? It all comes down to a really cool new concept called the Identity Vault. So let's peek inside.
So think about your email account. It lives on Google's or Microsoft's servers, right? Well, your UIID is totally different. It lives in your own personal, decentralized identity vault. And it's not protected by some password that can be hacked or stolen. It's secured by your own private cryptographic keys. That means you, and only you, ever hold the keys.
This whole system is built on 3 really smart layers. So first up, you've got your verified core ID. Think of this as your digital anchor. You get it verified just once using super secure methods, and then it gets encrypted and locked away, kept safe and sound. Then, for everything you do online, you use the second layer, anonymous aliases. You can create an unlimited number of these sub-IDs, one for every single website or app you use. And that brings us to the third and maybe coolest part, the digital kill switch. Let's say a service you use gets hacked, or maybe you just don't trust them anymore. Boom, you just delete that one alias and your connection to them is instantly severed. Your real core identity was never even there, so it stays perfectly safe.
Okay, but here's where it gets really mind-blowing. Let's take a simple, everyday example.
A website needs to know if you're over 18. The old way? You'd have to show them your driver's license, which means you're giving away your name, your address, your date of birth, a whole bunch of private info they don't need. So how does the UDID handle this without oversharing?
Well, it uses a piece of cryptographic magic called a zero-knowledge proof. Now, here's the best way to think about it. Imagine you need to prove to someone you know a secret password, but you do it without ever telling them the password. That's what this does. Your Identity Vault sends a mathematically guaranteed yes or no answer, and that's it. The website gets the proof it needs, but it learns absolutely nothing else about you. No data is shared, which means no data can ever be leaked. It's a game changer.
So, when you put all these pieces together, you start to see the true power of the UID. This isn't just some nifty technical upgrade. This is a fundamental shift in power, a shift in who actually controls our digital lives.
So what's the payoff for you? Well, first, decentralized storage means no more of those giant honeypots of data for hackers to attack. Second, we can finally start saying goodbye to passwords. You get total, granular control with that awesome digital kill switch. And your security? It's based on cold, hard math, not on hoping some company's privacy policy is actually true. Oh, and it even comes with a ton of secure cloud storage for the rest of your digital life.
You know, this is really the ultimate takeaway here. For way too long, if you weren't paying for the product, you were the product. Our data has been the currency bought and sold without our consent. The UID is designed to change all of that. It finally gives us the tools to go from being the product to being the owner of our own digital existence.
And maybe it all comes down to this one powerful idea: having an identity that is valid enough for the law, but private enough for the soul. It's about building a future where you can be both verified and free. And if you ask me, that's a revolution that's absolutely worth paying attention to.